session. So there we are. Okay, so A-level music at OLA. There will be very few surprises really about in the nature of the course. So I'm going to spend a bit of time just talking about that. Then I'm going to say about why study A-level music at OLA, what we think we offer differently to perhaps other places that offer the same qualification. So if I get I'm going to share my screen and get my PowerPoint up, which is here. There is no video sound for that one, so I can just talk my way through it. Okay, so I am going to talk my way through the slides, and hopefully that's all working for you. So why study A-level music? First of all, well, you already have these skills. You know, you are performers. You're already a team player. If you're a musician, you know, some of the skills that we require for A-level music, you're already doing these things. I don't know with Gabriel, but I assume you're doing it for GCSE. You love music, you compose because I've got one more coming, Lamball's coming into the waiting room. You are a team player, you thrive on collective music making, you spend all that time practicing your instruments on your own. The Lamballs, we are recording the session, just so you know, we're here. You are performers, you're team players, you love music, you compose, you already do all those things. That's why we study music to some extent. Why study A-level music? Well, for those of you, again, for the GCSE students, it is a very similar course. There is some perhaps value in familiarity that we've got the core skills of performing, composing, and praising, even in the same proportions as GCSE, performing, the chance to showcase your skills, composing. Yeah, we're more interested in what's slightly more creatively, what you have to say, whereas for GCSE, perhaps it's following a few more rules. For A-level, you get the chance to really stretch your wings and write the piece of music that perhaps you've always really wanted to do. And appraising, and we get to study pieces in more detail and culture. And as you are getting older, you know, we hopefully begin to able to place the music we love in its wider historical context. You know, why has it stood the test of time? Why is it so powerful? You know, what music from today in the last 10, 20 years, you know, what are its influences? What will last into the future? What is its reception history? So those things for the nature of the A-level. So on to perhaps those things you probably know about a bit more. As I say, it's very similar to the GCSE. But in terms of why study music at A-level, well, small class sizes, no surprise there. And perhaps in many schools, music is a small class size because it is slightly self-selective. You follow the train. If you do not play or sing to the right standard, you're not going to be able to do the course. So small class sizes, like many schools, the results we get from our department and the opportunities for leadership that we kind of provide, I think, for all our students. So just a quick word about results. Although, of course, last year was a slightly strange one in terms of kind of the grades. We've had very good results of late, and a lot of our musicians have gone on to study music at university with core scholarship at Moore Holloway, instrumental scholarship at Trinity College, organ scholarship at one of the Oxford colleges. So we do have a very recent track record of getting excellent results for our students. So we want to concentrate, before I leave a bit of time for questions, is leadership. Yeah, I'm very keen that our A-level musicians are more than just studying the A-level music. So providing opportunities, again, last year has been a slightly strange one, so we haven't really been able to do this, but we have done that as much as we could. But in previous years, we have done this obviously more. So one, accompanying younger students, taking leading roles in ensembles or even running or assisting them in groups. So we've had a student recently who conducted several of the pieces for the choir. This year, students were going to be doing things in Vienna when we went on tour. Our next year's year 13 students is again going to be rehearsing some of the choir runs and also running a band for the younger students in year 7 and 8. Taking this opportunities for not just to put all your kind of musical practice into some format which allows you to be a leader. A lot of what we do in music is communal. And we're part of a rehearsal, we're part of a setup. One of those core skills is being able to take a rehearsal in whatever genre, style of music you like. You're there to say, right, I'll arrange the music. Let's start here. This is where the rehearsal is going to be. I think those are very important life skills which music can help to encourage, to foster. And at OLA, we're very keen to give you the chances to do that all throughout, as much as we can, throughout, especially year 13, but also year 12 as well. Where does it lead for music? If you are considering, obviously, music at university, college, or instrumentally at a music college, and obviously it's required entry qualification. My little paragraph there just saying about, yes, some of our posts that some of our students have held, and that's actually not necessarily studying music. So we've got, I can think of various examples where we've had people go on to study other subjects, history, but also have had that core scholarship, and then musical skills have been important in them in university placements. And it's academically rigorous and well-respected course, entry qualification for nearly all degree courses. Okay, so why do we study music at at OLA? Because you love music, you're performing, it's interesting, it'll introduce you to a wide range of music you probably don't already know. It's a demanding and rigorous academic course, recognized as entry qualification for the vast majority of degree courses. It's creative, it develops your performance skills as well as your analysis, and we can give you opportunities for musical leadership. I have gone on for about a minute or two more than I was going to do, so I shall stop the share. And I'll give you an opportunity for any questions at this point. You can always email me, info@olab.org.uk, but any further questions, leave them about 2 minutes for those.
So it's Peter Jackson here. Hello. We don't know the school particularly well. We're learning about the school. And obviously, from what we've read on the website, music's important to the school, which makes it attractive to us. Mm-hmm. Gabriel's very keen on performing, and music's critical to him. So how do you cope with being such a small school and challenging students of music when you've got such a small community, and building an orchestra must be a challenge? Exactly.
We are very creative with our arrangements. I do a lot of arrangements myself, so we have kind of bespoke things. So if you've got a group, we are not going to be playing the original version of a Beethoven Fifth Symphony. We're going to be doing a little arrangement of it, which is much more bespoke for the kind of people we have. We could do for that. We are, for the top end, for our smaller students, it will be more along the lines of advanced chamber music rather than big symphonies, because as the point you just made, we're not going to be putting on a large symphony repertoire. I don't know what Gabriel plays, or is he piano, or what does he, or sing? What does he do?
Okay.
I play saxophone, bass guitar, and piano.
Okay, so for those sort of things, we've got our show bands in our previous. One of the kind of key functions has been when we do a musical production, we have a show band. So when we did Hairspray, we've done Grease. We've had our top performers being part of the band, mixed in with some of our visiting music teachers who we pay to come in to provide that kind of top level opportunity, playing the kind of repertoire which we wouldn't do with the rest of the school community. So that's the one opportunity for that, kind of the top end with the band sort of style for that one. And then, as I say, other kind of bespoke arrangements, linking our best performers together in school in smaller groups is a way for that one.
So could you tell us how many students you expect to have in A-level?
We have one or two every two. We have had three in a few years ago. Our mode average is two. At the moment of our GCSE current GCSE crowd in year 10, I don't think I'm being unfair here, but I think we've got 6, and I would say that I'm very delighted to say that virtually all 6 would be very able to do A-level music. Whether they all choose that is a different matter, but all of those 6 students would be able, in my opinion, to do music. So we've got those options. But as I do say, the mode average is 2 per year.
Fantastic, thank you.
And what about peripatetic teachers?
Yes, we have. I'm conscious of actually. I don't know how that. Do you have a gap between this one and the next one for the meetings? Are they actually literally every 10 minutes?
We do, yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
I don't know about the others, and we're monopolising the conversation. Sorry.
that's what I was just thinking. Of course, if anyone else does, I think I am going to. The Wilsons, the Waters, the Lamballs. If there's any burning questions, ask them now. Otherwise, you are very free to kind of catch me at the concert next week, and do it that way, or email me, those sorts of things. So I think I'll probably just spend another 2 minutes with the Jacksons, if that's okay with everyone there. Are we happy with that? Waters, Lamballs, and Wilsons.
Thank you, Mr. Ferrier.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Yes, the Jacksons. Yes. Visiting music teachers. Yes, we have a suite of them who come in for different instruments. We've got what was it, piano, saxophone, and bass. So we've got 2 piano teachers who come in, depending on kind of level and personality of the student. I do try and match them up with, I think, who's going to be the most sensible teacher. I mean, if that's, but of course, you're not duty bound to have lessons with our teachers if there's a kind of a local teacher. Saxophone and bass, again, similarly. I don't know, do you have, are you relocating far? Do you have outside teachers, or would you be looking to have lessons in school?
So currently Gabriel goes to Salesian College in Farnborough, and we live relatively close, and we're looking to relocate. My job's moved, so.
Okay, in that case, then, so in that case, as there's kind of no kind of external teacher relationship necessarily to continue, then yes, we've got teachers for all of those instruments in place. The timetabling for next year, the way it works for A-level students is that they have protected slots, so they don't miss any academic subjects. So all those lessons happen at lunchtimes or in their frees, depending on their timetable. So we do prioritize the sixth form students with our visiting music tutors for that. So it will be at a fixed time each week or in their frees.
That's good. I like that.
Anything else for now?
What exam board do you do for A-level?
We do, very good question. We do Edexcel, partly because I think it offers the best middle ground between offering the right number of set works for you to kind of have to study, but also allowing you the breadth around that to be able to study and to be able to kind of bring in the music you like. Because some exam boards have too many set works, and therefore you never really get on to that extra element of the course. And some courses, I think, are a bit too open and they not focus enough to give you something to kind of hang on to. So they've got a very good amount of set works, which you start off with. We get through them all in year 12. Then year 13 is very much linking those pieces into things that you like, and you have the wider context of, if a piece by Stravinsky was written in 1912, kind of what was the Rite of Spring, what was its forerunners, what are the music from that do you like, if it's orchestral, if it's band music, if it's, what's that tradition all the way through from Duke Ellington up to the present day of kind of jazz swing band numbers, where does the music you like, where does it fit in that? So I think that's why we sort of Edexcel as the answer to that one.
Currently, Gabe is working to grade 8 on the saxophone, and he'd like to do a diploma in performing. Would the peripatetic teachers be able to deal with that?
On saxophone diploma, if it was a diploma, I would.
Sorry, I'm getting a stern look from my son. Never mind that question.
Well, first of all, to say that's fantastic. Well done, Gabriel. You've been practicing well. Practice makes you better. So well done. That's my observation on that one. I think it's a very much a question of, actually we have a suite of teachers, and we do want to make sure we get the right teacher with the right person, because it's such an important dynamic. It has to work. The teacher people dynamic, it has to work, because otherwise, we're not going to get very far. So I'm very keen that we have a suite of people and we'd find the right teacher.
Cool. Yeah, I think we've experienced that. And get the right teacher, get the right click, and it works beautifully.
Yeah.
I think both parties enjoy it as well. So that makes a huge difference.
It does, exactly. Yes, it's it's not just a one way traffic, is it? Really, it has to be music is a dialogue, so it works better.
Okay. You got any more questions?
No.
No, I think you've exhausted them and answered them fantastically. Thank you very much, Mr. Farrell.
You're very welcome. I'm sure Dr. Lawson will give you my email. It's nfarrow@olab. If there is anything else, then do ping it my way, and we'll do our best.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.